Hello and welcome to Crew 42 with our first 2025 event of the year, the Michigan Professional State Championships being held at Hammond Hills Disc Golf Course. This is our MPO Feature Card, and joined with me today, I have Sam Smigiel on the mic. How are we doing, Sam?
Hey, I'm doing great, Zach. Looking forward to the first year at Hammond Hill for the state championships, and it's in the summer this year.
It is. It's much earlier, and we got a pretty stacked card here. We got GT Hancock, Andrew Marwede, Nick Gill, and Parker Welck. Three guys who regularly tour. Nick Gill's first year on tour as well, kind of full-time, so hopefully we'll see some hot scores starting off with hole one. What do we got to do here?
Hole one is quite a bit downhill. You just want to throw something nice and straight, and that's pretty much it.
Round one, Michigan Professional State Championship, MPO Feature Card. First on the tee, representing Rogue Iron Carts, GT Hancock.
Our second highest rated player in the field, GT Hancock's not the first time on our channel, but first time in Michigan, at least for us, I believe.
Yeah, coming up from Texas. And that's exactly what you want to do right there. He comes in with a lot of heat, but throwing it that much downhill, you've got a backstop, and that's a good shot.
And Great Lakes Disc, two-time, three-time champion, Andrew Marwede.
Can't forget that he's got this 3 times now, defending state champion. Is that correct?
Yes. Shea almost sold him short and only gave him 2 there. An interesting play. He goes with a super flippy forehand disc, and it just puts it on a bunch of hyzer, and it goes straight the whole way. Obviously working out for him.
As one of the world's best putters, he just needs to get it close, right?
Yep. A little more height on this one. It's got to slow down, and it does.
And rounding out your round one MPO Feature Card, representing Dynamic Disc, Parker Welck.
We have a tour winner here. Is 2022 or 2023 DDO? I can't remember.
I want to say that was 2023.
I think it is
like
too.
It's pretty recent.
Yeah, I think it was too. Happy to have him in Michigan as well. I think he's only ever played CCR or D-Glow in the past, so expanding his Michigan horizon here at Hammond Hills. And we're going to start off with a Marwede birdie. I'm imagining this is going to be a star frame for the card. Plays as one of the easiest, if not the easiest hole in the course. No big surprise there. Correct. Easiest, actually. I was right. Playing 2.44, almost or over half a stroke under par.
And shout out to Joe Dewar for getting an ace on this round one.
Can you imagine just starting your Michigan State Championship just with a ace right off the rip, first throw?
Oh, that's the best.
Hole 2, we've had quite a few adjustments to the course, a lot of cleanup here, so things have changed quite a bit. 292, tricky pin location. What do you got to do to get the birdie here?
Well, there's 2 options. You can go with a backhand hyzer in front of that last tree on the right. That's going to give yourself about a 35-foot putt. Or you can go with a forehand roller. I saw a lot of people go with that, and you can really park it, but it's also a dangerous play. Yeah, that's going to be a pretty traditional play. I want to say GT is about 50 feet there.
A little intimidating because it's, even though there's a plateau where the basket's at, it's very narrow, so you can definitely find a rollaway with a errant putt.
Oh, yeah. If you catch the cage or the band on an unfavorable angle, it could roll right back to you.
Love this roller deep that it's available, now that the back bush has been removed, because you can kind of push it more level with the basket. He's going to still be 45, 50 feet away, but have at least level with the basket for his putt.
Yeah, I really like how much this has opened up, and now people can go for this shot. The backhand, Nick got pretty good there. I want to say he's about edge of circle.
Had the pleasure of playing with Parker for our practice round. He was discovering a lot of the course still, trying to get himself tournament ready. It's good to see him try to execute now in that focused position. GT now from just outside the circle. And that's not a bad result. He'll be able to putt from there.
No, if you're going to miss it, you almost want to airball it like he did and not have to worry about the rollaway.
Nick not even going to do anything about it.
Wants nothing to do with it. He's going to take himself apart and be happy with that.
What do you think this hole averaged?
2.9.
You think under par? Okay. Looking at stats, 3.1.
Wow. Yeah, I guess you're going to have a couple of 4s and 5s. Look at that putt.
Jeez, oh Pete's. Not many chains needed on that putt. Yeah, just a difficult one to get the birdie. Like you said, you can park it with the roller, but I mean, if it's not perfect, you're putting it in a long circle 2 position, and Marwede's able to sneak that one just on the inside there. Only 9 birdies on the day.
GT's close enough here where he doesn't really have to worry about that death putt. He's just tapping that one in.
Parker's got to tap in as well. Very fortunate not to get a bigger roll because he went down those stairs for a moment and was on edge, but sat down luckily for him right, near bullseye. And we have 3 tap-in pars. And, you know, the beginning of this course, I would say, is the most scoreable part. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are very birdieable holes. Hole 3, we're going to continue that trend with 307. I think the biggest thing you can do for this hole is just get it under this tree branch the drone is about to go under here. As long as you get it good height over the hill and under the branch, you really are putting usually.
Yeah, under that or even hyzering just in front of that is going to give you a circle's edge putt. Really just miss that tree and you're going to have something.
This looks
Just
really
like
good.
that.
Yeah.
Even a little past it.
That's a little surprising. Do you see a lot go past, or a lot of people just kind of getting short and just in the circle?
No, especially going under the branches like that, to have the pace and angle to keep going past, and GT's going to go past it too. No, usually people will be, you know, at best parked, usually about 15, 20 feet short.
Mm-hmm. This looks like that hyzer option.
Yep.
Oh, gets caught up.
Yeah, and that's really the only risk with that play, going, you know, too far left and hitting that tree.
Which is still a solid circle 2 look. So, I mean, I would take it. Cool
Looks
guys
like
don't look at
Parker likes
explosions.
that one.
He turned around immediately like, yep, got it. I mean, that was pretty close to an ace run, honestly. He was going to be past the basket without that tree.
Nice putt from Nick.
Good left side catch from the basket there. Might get another star frame early for this card. Marwede's up next from about 20.
Doesn't the basket just look so small, being a little bit downhill, and Andy's like, you know, 7.5 feet tall?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, it doesn't help when you have a giant putting next to the basket too. Parker gets his birdie to go, leaving us with GT in the straddle here. Hole 3 playing at 2.65, so 0.35 under the par. Not too surprising. 3rd easiest hole on the round. And now we're going to get into a hole that is very birdieable, but it has some teeth to it. What's the danger here, Sam?
You don't want to hit these trees on the right, and as you can see, we're on a pretty sloped green, so you want to land something as flat as possible, left of the basket, and kind of skip down towards the basket. If you're on too much of an angle, rollaway's high potential here. This hyzer's in front of it, it'll be good, but yeah. See, that's going to leave him 60, maybe outside of circle 2.
Yeah, 60, 70 feet in there,
and
yeah.
That's a tough putt to run on that steep of a hill. This looks really good.
I talked to GT about his disc selection here. This is a mid-range from him.
Mm-hmm.
He likes the fact that it mitigates some of the roll potential. Doesn't get quite as aggressive on rolls if it does find an edge there. And he's rewarded with a just absolute park job here on hole 4.
This one's looking a little straight. And that's just going to be a pitch up for par.
And if you know of this course, you might be looking at like they really cleaned it up. They made it, they got rid of a lot of the invasive stuff. Shay and the staff with Justin, out in Hammond did a ton of work out here to clean it up so that, there's not just a bunch of stuff in the way, but still keeping I would say the heart of the course there. There's still trees in the way. There's still plinko stuff. Like you can see Parker here still has to navigate a fairway to get up to the green, but I mean, it just really is much more good for, it's much better for pace of play. It's easier to find discs, but still has that kind of competition to it. So the course looks absolutely beautiful this weekend, in my opinion.
It does. I was talking to Justin earlier in the week. I came out here for a practice round, and I was blown away with how much of the rough had been cleaned up. And it, like you said, it's not anything that changes the course in a negative way. It's just, it gives, oh, he has given that a run. Oh, he did have a nice little lane there. But it's all the nasty little bushes 20 feet from the basket. It's the rough where, you get caught in the bush and you just have to pitch straight out. It's the stuff that just kind of feels unfair and kind of takes away from the enjoyment of the course, and they got rid of all that, and it looks incredible.
Yeah, it does. And I believe the state championship will be at this location for the next 3 years as well. So I'm excited to see, they're talking about adding holes, and there's a whole big field on the other side of the course that they could expand to. So lots of potential for this state championship, let alone that this course already looks great right now. Hole 5 right now, 340, one of the more difficult greens to access, in my opinion. You're going to see the drone take the inside gap, although people probably aren't taking that gap. They're going to go left.
Not on purpose.
Not on purpose, you're right. Maybe on a backhand you would try to go something there, but yeah, you're going to see a lot of forehands here. You see a dark tree in the center fairway there. You're going to want to hyzer just in front of that, let it swing back towards the basket. You're going to see a lot of circle 2 putts, I would imagine.
Yeah, and this is a good-looking shot. It's going to be safe. It's going to be circle 2, like you said. And that's a really good shot. To get much closer, you have to keep it really, really tight and put a lot of height on it, or low.
Yeah, and get a flare maybe, yeah.
I think most of these guys are, how is he rolling uphill like that?
Oh, didn't you know if you're the highest rated player at a tournament, you get like tour roll activated in your abilities?
Yeah, I think it's defending champ.
Clearly.
Glove, something like that.
You're right. Here's that low play.
Skip nice.
Kind of petered out at the end there, but circle 2 putt for him as well. Parker Welck now going a little more inside.
Yeah, this is the shot where I think you can park it. Well, as much as you can park it.
Lead card all in circle 2 is the best result they can find. We'll see if anyone can find magic from range with their putter now. GT to start.
Sit down.
Just a little too high there. And for Nick as well. They do not want to leave it low. That's where the rollaways come from, huh?
Let's see if Parker can give us a birdie.
Better height.
Guys aren't really giving it a scare. Let's see if Andy can knock this one down. See, that basket looked more normal.
He's 35 feet away. That's why. Helped us out as soon as he walked next to it. Dwarfed in size. Got a couple cleanups here. Looking at the stats on the hole, averaged 3.02 with 15% birdies from the field.
Yeah, sounds about right. There's just not going to be a ton of birdies, but there's also not a lot of risk. Unless you're throwing the backhand, you can get a kick down the hill to the left, but most players in the field are going to be throwing a forehand.
All right, we're going to get into one of the easier holes, in my opinion, just in related to par. I'd say par 4, hole 6, 406 feet. Newly added Mando here after they cleaned up the shrubbery on the right side, which was my path to take to this basket. I'm not jealous at all. What's the play off the tee here?
Most players are going to be throwing about the same shot as they threw on the last hole. Just throw a forehand to about here and just pitch up 100, 150 feet for a birdie.
Again, the basket is kind of precariously on a hill, so it always gives it that potential for a rollaway. But as long as you throw something slow and hit flat early before the basket, it usually doesn't have an opportunity to roll away.
GT's shot was great. This is an aggressive line that can get to the basket if it gets all the way through. Wow.
Yeah. No surprises. Marwede going for the forehand. Big shot there is rewarded with a circle 2 look.
And Nick's going for the eagle play. I think the backhand is easier to get yourself in putting range, but it's also very, very dangerous because if you hit any of those trees,
He goes left.
you can't really see it from the camera here, but that rough on the left, there's about a 45-degree drop off to a lake, and that lake is in play if you throw it hard enough.
And if you go backhand, you have to throw it high to give it a chance too. So you're right. If you kick it over that kind of bushy off the fairway section, it's going to sail. Oh, he got much closer than I thought. So he'll be in circle 1 for his birdie look.
Yep. No stress 3.
Mitigate the ground action by hitting early, and this is a good dirt patch, so you can really rely on it kind of scooting forward quite a bit before it stops.
I think Andy, he can definitely give this a run. Scary green. Oh, and it doesn't stay.
Let's run this one back from the other side. It looked a little left on Heiser.
A little left, maybe a little high. Let's see where it hits.
He looks like he likes it, but yeah, it's just
a little left. You want those to drop, but it's like a 70%er. Those aren't always going to drop.
Back-to-back holes where I'm certain Marwede's thinking is that he's supposed to be making those, but looks like another star frame for our card, which is what you really want to do here. The front 9, in my opinion, is the scoreable 9. This is where you can really shoot 6, 7 down fairly consistently if you're locked in, and the back 9 you're trying to make sure you don't let anything blow up while still having scoring opportunity. But this is definitely the one where you can get low quickly and get your round kind of kick started here.
Yeah, I always think if you can get the first 3 out of the first 4 and then get another 3 or so, then you're in really good shape on the front 9.
Hole 7, it's in the long position, 416, way uphill. Sam, this does not play as 416. In your big arm experience, how hard are you throwing this shot?
Gosh, I'm throwing this about as hard as I can. It plays like 450 because you've just got a low ceiling, and that gap, far enough away from as you see, GT was challenging that ceiling there. But that's what you have to do.
You have to, right? Absolutely. Marwede going with the forehand play, and this is a choiced almost par look. You really can't get to the basket from there, but you have a very low chance of skipping into dangerous parts of off the fairway.
Yeah, it's a very safe play. This has got to sit. It didn't go too far to the right. Not sure what he's going to be left with over there.
You never know. You might have a shot,
high.
and you might just be in jail.
Oh, look at this.
Get up there.
Look at this. That's a fantastic drive.
Big pump from Parker, showing that tour power. Gets into the circle for his shot. Coming back over here to Nick now. You can see barely him over the right side.
Oh.
You hate to hear that. Did not progress very far forward. And at the bottom of the hill, this is a huge throw. You're really not gaining anything by going to the bottom of the chasm. It's still 450 uphill. You just start farther below the basket.
Yeah, you're still going mid or even fairway.
Yeah. Good approach there from GT, getting it into the circle.
Andy giving it a little bit of a scare. He'll take a par.
He's been close, but we haven't really seen that Marwede kind of putting touch. He hasn't been able to get it to go in yet.
I mean, he missed a couple 45-footers.
Yeah, but we expect those from Marwede, don't we? I mean, from the arguably the best putter in the world, we gotta, I'm in his head. I think he probably believes that they should be automatics almost. But
at this point, he wants
at least
one of those.
Yes, 100%.
One of those for sure.
He's been teasing it. It's enough about teasing. Let's get it in the basket and get his, because he gets Marwede's. We've seen him at the other course, Brewer. Once he snowballs into birdies, it's
scary.
Yeah, he gets momentum like crazy. Hole 8 has been adjusted. We have a circle's edge essentially Hazard Island, 224 feet. So it's not too far. You can either go forehand where Parker's going and look for a skip, or try to just skinny between the trees, and there you go. Just get in the in the island there, or you can go backhand towards that tree on the right side. But you don't want to land outside. This is a big stroke swinger.
And that's safe. That's
brick played safe for this tournament. So even if he was on the other side, as long as he's over the brick, he would be safe.
And Andy's probably the only person in the field going sidearm up the middle.
And he's
Too much.
Yeah, just skims past the wood chips and onto the backside. Uh-oh.
And that's auto 4. I mean, you're in the hazard, and he's 150 away.
Right. You know, their goal really in adding this, as far as I understood with conversations with Justin Shea, right, who are the tournament director and course maintainer here, is they really wanted to make this a better scoring separating
Great par
hole.
save.
And we see Marwede here having to make a circle 2 look in order to just keep a par, while everyone else essentially on his card other than Nick is getting a birdie opportunity.
Yeah, I love this change. There was another position up further to the right of where the basket is now, and it kind of played as a 3.5. It wasn't really a par 4, and this is totally gettable. It's there for you. There's stuff in the way, but
For sure.
There is a clear line to throw the backhand or throw the forehand and get yourself a birdie look. And what are the stats on this?
I mean, mission accomplished to Shea and Justin. It is the third hardest hole with 33% birdies, 37% bogey. I mean, they did exactly what they wanted to. It'll be interesting to see how that plays in years future, but it definitely got the field for this year. Hole 9, though, hasn't changed. 418 feet uphill. Again, I would say probably plays closer to 450. With the slope, you really need something to shape the fairway perfectly, drifting right before having enough stability to come back.
Yeah, and this one you have a little more airspace to work with, so it's definitely easier to get to the basket than hole 7.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's looking to get the birdie on this.
The left side is a little more plinko. You really want, like where Parker's disc was, you probably wanted that to drift another 10 feet to the right before coming back, but apparently trees are 90% air because Parker and GT are both in the circle putting for their birdies.
Yeah, I guess you can just throw a straight shot and have a putt at it.
This is turned over too much from Marwede. Oh.
Yeah, you could see he's really trying to flex that one.
First tree kick was not so good. Second tree kick thankfully stopped him from going into any worse of a position.
It's got a hyzer.
Now, do you play for the ground action? Do you see that kind of dirt path? Do you just try to hit into the dirt path and let the disc skip, or are you trying to air shot that all the way to the basket?
I'm just trying to the tree's behind Nick right now, that V tree. I'm just trying to get something turning past that, and whatever happens from there is good. If I can get it going pretty straight past there, then I'm going to have something.
For sure.
Inside edge of circle.
Yeah, he's going to give him a long putt for his par here. And he doesn't convert.
Now I would say that he's feeling frustrations with the putter.
For sure.
Because he's had a lot from that range now.
I mean, there's, 4 putts now? He could be 4 strokes better than he currently is. I mean, just to have that within reach and not have it can be very frustrating, I'm sure.
A couple good birdies from Parker and GT there.
You got some trees around the basket here, and they can kind of leave you with some weird angles, it looks like, as you try to tap them in.
You can be pretty close to the basket and have to, get pretty sneaky with it.
Taking a look at our first 9 holes, GT and Parker setting the pace, 6 down, as you said. Get 3 of those first 4 and then see what happens after that. And Nick and Marwede trailing behind, hoping to shape things up on the back 9 in round 1 before getting into round 2. Thanks, Sam, so much for joining me. If you're a Patreon follower, make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check us out there. It's been great to have you. Hopefully you're back here in just a moment for the first round back 9 coverage.